big day for me. What are you doing? It's a big day for me today. I'm in court. I've tried my very best not to look like a criminal. Scrub myself up a bit. Talking about court, here's my co-D, here's my co-defendant, look at that. In fact, how the fuck have I ended up in the dock and you ain't?
I'm the respectable face of society.
Oh, well, really? You were there? Well,
I'm going to vouch for you.
You're gonna vouch for me?
Yeah.
3 years ago, an incident happened. An unfortunate incident. I had an altercation with a lorry driver, a Russian lorry driver, and he decided to get aggressive and be very threatening, and continued to threaten me, my friends, my family, my children, and I was in fear for my safety at that point. You remember that, right?
Was I there?
You were there.
Oh, right.
You were there.
Yeah, that's the incident exactly as I remember it.
Right, okay. I was in fear for my safety.
Your Honour.
I was in fear for my safety, and then when I tried to get in my car, the Range Rover, and leave the situation because I was in fear for my safety.
Yeah, we all were.
We all were, yeah. The dozy twat decided to run himself over with my car.
Just threw himself under
Just
the wheel.
literally threw himself twice. He did it once when I was trying to get away, and then the second time when I tried to reverse out the way.
Yeah.
It's like he had a death wish.
They were wriggling on the floor. How could you avoid that?
Hold on, because I've got to be remorseful.
Okay.
Now, of course, I don't wish any harm on the bloke, and I'm sorry for the injuries that he caused himself. Clearly. Anyway, I've had to plead guilty to a few things. At first, I plead guilty to fuck all. They were throwing everything at me. They even arrested me at the time, shit you not. They tried to throw an attempted murder in, but that got thrown out very quickly. Instead, they've thrown in... They've actually done everything. They've done the lowest and the highest. I've got an ABH, GBH. I've got driving without due care and attention. I've got a hit and run. I've got defrauding a number plate because I had a private number plate on the car at the time that shouldn't have been on the car, and they think I've done that on purpose.
Somebody else's fault.
That was actually. Theft of a mobile phone. Someone took his phone.
No. I think that squirted out of his pocket.
Definitely fell out of his pocket.
When he was wriggling on the floor.
You remember that?
Yeah, I did.
Definitely fell out of his pocket. Now, it started off with me getting 6 years. Then it's sort of gone down to... Oh, fuck it, I ain't. Where's my number plate? Have I got a number plate down there?
Yeah, you got several.
He's going to pull me. Just put it on the front, will you? Just put it... Some say I'll bring it on myself, but I don't.
Is that the right plate you want?
I don't know. I don't know which one that is, to be honest. Oh, fuck it. I'll tell him I ain't got time for him today. I'm in court. Which is more important? Putting over for a policeman or fucking being late for a judge?
I think the judge would be saying he's much more important.
Exactly, and that would be my argument with this fucking prick. Where was I? Not guilty. I couldn't go not guilty on everything because there was a slight issue with that. Do you want to tell them what that issue was?
Well, which one are you referring to?
Well, the whole incident. It was being watched, wasn't it?
Unfortunately, on the forecourt of Starbucks and all these sort of places,
there was some HD cameras. Yeah,
just had a new system installed.
They did. Burger King. Fuck.
Could see all my wrinkles.
I couldn't really say it wasn't me. So what I did was tell the truth of what happened. You know, I was in fear for my safety.
You always do tell the truth, anyway.
Especially to a judge.
Yeah.
Especially. Anyway, there is a possibility that I won't go to prison because we are talking about...
Hold on a minute. Is there plenty of petrol in this if I'm bringing it back?
Yeah, there's fuel. Don't worry, I ain't going to prison. I'll get to that bit in a minute. I'll get to that bit in a minute because we've offered the man more compensation, plus the fact that there are elderly people in my life that rely on me.
You're taking one to court today.
Exactly. My grandmother relies on me. I'm a father of 2. I own a multi-million-pound company which relies on me being out of prison. I haven't been in trouble with the police since I've been out of prison. I mean, there's been a lot of videos of me getting arrested, but released without charge. I've got my nan to do a letter.
Actually, that's a good thing, really, isn't it? Because all this provocation, and you know, you've managed to avoid getting into trouble.
Yeah. Yeah. In fact, actually,
Yeah.
if I was to point the blame, the only time in my life that I've got into trouble, like serious trouble, since leaving prison, has been with this. This person.
This innocent face here.
Yeah. The really hard paratrooper that turned out not to be really hard, remember him?
Yeah.
Birmingham?
Yeah.
That was you. You were there. The incident in the hotel. You were there.
Let's not go back through too many.
What about?
Let's not go back through too many.
There's many. There's many. But you know what? I'll take this one for both of us.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
The police officer.
Thank you.
You were there. The whole incident was calm until you arrived at that point.
The police officer that had an overactive makeup fucking problem.
Yes. The police officer that took a heavy blow to the groin and ended up on the floor.
Yeah.
You were there. I mean, they thought they had me banged to rights then with a stolen car and a boot full of fucking drugs. But the thing is, they were too quick to nick me and not too quick to listen to my fucking side of the story.
A boot full of what?
What?
Stolen drugs.
No, a stolen car and a boot full of drugs.
Oh, that's all right. There's accuracy.
Yeah. I was innocent on that one as well.
Yeah.
Going back onto today,
Sorry. Yeah.
I'm not going to prison.
You've told me that several times.
Okay, you're the judge.
Yeah.
Right, check this out. I'll practice this in the mirror. Go on, Aaron, you're going to prison.
Aaron,
Yep.
it gives me no pleasure. You've been a menace to society.
Fucking hell, you practice. Go on.
Unfortunately, I have no other option but to send you down for the maximum term. Got to wear my black cap.
No.
5 years.
Alright. No.
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 Oh,
Fuck it. No. I ain't going to prison. And I'll tell you why. I'm not being disrespectful to you, Judge, or the court, but I haven't got fucking time. I'm too busy for a start, and also, I don't want to go. Try and take my driving licence off me.
well, I don't need to because the driving licence is no good in prison.
Yeah, but you ain't having that either.
Right, okay.
And I can give you a good reason for that. I need it. And if you do take it off me, I will need to drive. If I drive and I haven't got a licence, I won't be insured. And what happens if I crash into somebody? That'll be down to you.
My fault.
There we go.
Yeah. As a judge, it's my responsibility to keep you off.
Well, as a judge, what?
As a judge, it's my responsibility to keep you on the right side of the law.
Exactly.
So I have to keep you out of prison.
And not provoke the system
Exactly.
by taking my licence off me. It doesn't do justice for anybody. It doesn't benefit the taxpayer. It doesn't benefit me.
Unfortunately, I'm not the judge.
I'm glad you ain't the fucking judge. You're my co-defendant, which happens to not be in the fucking dock with me. I don't know how you've wriggled out of that one. What's the longest stay on the car? On the parking? 4 hours?
No, 4 o'clock. What, you want 4?
I might need a couple of months. Security here. I went through it, it didn't buzz once. You went through it, buzzed. What did she say? You got a belt on?
You got a belt?
Yeah, it's probably your belt. Carry on. Didn't check. While we're in the heat at the moment, I think that went pretty well.
Well, I have to be honest with you, mate.
Go on, be honest.
I'll be honest. Do you want me to be honest?
Yeah.
What a fucking result that was.
I'm fucking angry.
What a fucking result that
I'm
was.
fucking angry. Could you tell?
Yeah, well, I've got a feeling that
They won't believe me what happened.
I was just going to have to kind of put my eyes to the floor and... What do you do? What do you do?
Told the judge to fuck himself.
Yep.
told the prosecutor's barrister to fuck himself. Actually, I called him well, I won't say what I called him.
Yeah, but don't forget about the. There was 2 more barristers in there that I don't know what they were doing there, but they got told to fuck themselves as well.
Yeah. The 3 security that turned up. I don't know what the 3 security thought they were going to fucking do. They got told to fuck themselves as well. One of them is just outside going, I'm sorry.
I'll follow you.
I'll follow you. I don't want no problems. I got prosecuted for fucking something I didn't even do.
Well,
Hold on. No, I'm not having it. You're taking the fact out of it, right? He was uninsured. He shouldn't have been on the fucking road. And also he threatened me.
This is where you and me differ. You started talking about principles. Principles are very expensive. In courts especially. Because everybody's got to get paid for your principles.
What did I get sentenced? I got sentenced to 6 months in prison, taken away. It was so many weeks. So it was like 5 months in prison, suspended sentence. Plus.
Do you reckon?
That was your attitude. That was your attitude that did that. He tried to give me an £8,000 fine.
Yeah, it was on the
and
ball
said
there, wasn't it?
Well, no, he wasn't,
on
because he was told he made a mistake and he had to lower that to 2,000.
I mean. Your barrister was on the ball.
Don't get me started on him.
He was all right. Done you proud today? He's had a good day. Got you.
He
up.
did all right. The
up.
one I paid 10 grand to fucking turn up that didn't turn up. Oh, me and him are going to have fucking words next week. You couldn't write my life. I told you I wasn't going to prison, and I told you, and I kept my licence.
No parking ticket as well. You've had 20 minutes free. It's a day of wins.
I kept my licence.
Yeah. Are you sure you was only on 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that fucking lorry driver. What a prick. You know what? I hope it fucking hurt. And before some of you lot jump on it, wait. What he's done is, bearing in mind this happened, I thought it was 3 years ago, it was 4 years ago. What he's done is last year, he put in another statement making a further claim.
Yeah, in the 6 months between statements, he re-broke an ankle.
No, 3 months.
3 months.
He put in his statement, in his last statement, 3 months later, he re-broke it. It had to have pins and bolts and everything through it. I mean, on the day, it grinded off. It healed itself.
It fucking near fell off.
Shouldn't have fucking threatened me then, should he? And you don't threaten a man's fucking kids. That's what happens. Because you might end up having a fight with a Range Rover. And it's not likely you're going to win. Let's go and eat.